हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू वावा एएस। वेलकम टू द डिस्कशन ऑन द डेली एमसीक्यू। आज है 24 जून 2021 और अब हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं आज के 5 करंट अफेयर बेस्ड एमसीक्यूज। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। फर्स्ट लेट अस डिस्कस द क्वेश्चन दैट वाज आस्क्ड यस्टरडे। कल का क्वेश्चन है, द प्राइम मिनिस्टर रिसेंटली लॉन्च द E100 प्रोजेक्ट, E100 पायलट प्रोजेक्ट, एंड दिस इज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? And some of you have given the correct answer as well. So yesterday it was Divya Vasisht and Tanushree Sahu who gave the correct answer. Now let's see the answer for this question. This E100 project, it was launched by Prime Minister in Pune to mark the World Environment Day. So the World Environment Day is on June 5. So to mark this, Prime Minister launched this project, and this is an ambitious project to set up a network of production and distribution of ethanol centers across the country. This is the main aim. So as you might have known, ethanol blending is one of the main aim of the government, and there is a plan for increasing ethanol blending up to 20% in petrol by 2030. So in order to ensure, or in order to do all of these things, the government is planning up for these ethanol distribution centers across the country. As you know, there are 3 generations of ethanol: 1G, 2G and 3G. The 1G ethanol, it is produced from food crops. The 2G ethanol is produced from agri waste, and the 3G ethanol is actually produced from algae. So these are the 3 generations of ethanol that we have, right? Now let's move on. So daily we are giving these MCQs based on the daily current affairs and their solutions in a proper PDF format, so that it will become easy for you for your preparation. If you have any doubts, you can ask us in the comment box, and you can download these PDFs daily at free of cost from our Telegram channel. So make the best use of this. Okay? So now let's start with the questions. The first question: Ramgarh Vishdari Wildlife Sanctuary, sometimes seen in the news, is located in A. Uttar Pradesh, B. Rajasthan, C. Maharashtra, and D. Odisha. We have to choose the correct answer, and the correct answer is B. Rajasthan. So recently, the NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority, has given a green signal to the Ramgarh Vishdari Wildlife Sanctuary, and this will be the 52nd wildlife sanctuary in India, and that's why this was in news. So if you see, in Rajasthan we have 4 wildlife sanctuaries. Up till now we have 3. This Ramgarh Wildlife Sanctuary will be the 4th wildlife sanctuary. The other 3 wildlife sanctuaries are Ranthambore. Remember, Ranthambore is in Rajasthan. Sariska is also in Rajasthan, and Mukundra Tiger Reserve is also in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan has 4 tiger reserves in total. If you see this Ramgarh Wildlife Sanctuary, it's a buffer for the Ranthambore National Park. It's a buffer for this Ranthambore National Park, and it has various kinds of creatures, predators like hyena, tiger, panther, antelope, and wild boars. And it was designated as a sanctuary in 1982, and now it will be designated as a tiger sanctuary. Okay? Right. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is: consider the following statements related to Land for Life Award. First one: it is considered as the world's highest reward regarding land conservation and restoration. Second one: every year it is organized by UNESCO. Here we have to choose the correct answer, and here the correct answer is A1 only, because every year it is organized by UN and not the UNESCO. So that's why actually this was launched by UNCCD. Okay, and every year it is organized by UN. Okay, so that's why the second question is wrong, and A1 only is the correct answer. Actually recently why it was in news is Shyam Sundar Gyani from Rajasthan. Okay, he is a climate activist and has won this prestigious UN's Land for Life Award for his conservation efforts. And this conservation effort of Shyam Sundar Gyani is known as familial forestry. That means taking care of the trees just like family, so that tree also will be part of the family. So Indian culture, if you see, which is a very unique culture where we consider trees as part of our culture. There are few cultures, few type of trees which are called as sacred groves, where we will be worshipping them. So like that, we consider plants and animals as part of our culture, as part of our family. And it was launched by UNCCD COP10 in 2011. So UNCCD is nothing but the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, and the UNCCD COP is held once in every 2 years. The last COP was held by India in Noida in 2019, and this year the theme is going to be healthy land, healthy lives. ठीक है? So now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statements with respect to the rubber board. First one, it is a statutory body under the Rubber Act of 1947. Second one, it is headquartered at Kottayam, Kerala, under the administration of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So here we have to choose the correct answer. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So if you see rubber board, actually why this was in news is, recently the world's first genetically modified rubber plant was planted on the outskirts of Guwahati, that is Assam. That's why the rubber was in use, so we asked this question. So the rubber board, if you see, is a statutory body, so this first statement is right. But the second statement, if you see, this is wrong, because the headquarters of the rubber board, so it's the second statement, if you see, it is given that it is administered by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare and is headquartered at Kottayam. So this rubber board is headquartered at Kottayam, this is right, but it is not under the administration of Ministry of Agriculture and Farm Welfare. Rather, it is administered by the Ministry of Commerce, by the Commerce Ministry, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So this second statement is wrong, first one is right, so A1 only is the correct answer. So as I told already, this is the GM rubber plant. This is the first one of the first kind in the world, and it was developed by the Rubber Board of India, and it was planted recently in Guwahati, Assam. That's why this was the news. The rubber board, if you see, it is headquartered at Kottayam, Kerala. Okay, and this is administered by the Commerce Ministry. This rubber board is a statutory body, which is constituted by an act of Parliament under the Rubber Act of 1947. And this will take care of the overall development of rubber industry in the country. Let's move on to the next question. The fourth question. Iron Age is characterized by painted grey ware culture and northern black polished ware. Second one, this age also corresponds to the transition of Janpadas to the 16 Mahajanpadas. So we have to choose the correct answer. And here option A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is C both 1 and 2, because both are right statements. The Iron Age is characterized by the paint grey ware culture and northern black polished ware and PPW. So this is right. The second statement. This age also corresponds to the transition of the Janpadas to the 16 Mahajanpadas. This is also right statement. So recently a group of archaeologists have identified extensive cultivation in the semi-arid regions of Vidarbha and Maharashtra, and it was dominated by rice some 3000 years ago. Riti Ranjana, a site near Nagpur district along the banks of river Kanha, a tributary of Vainganga, was explored. So then all these things came up. This study gave the evidence of double cropping and sequential cultivation in the early Iron Age in this region. And the Iron Age is recognized as the succeeding, it is said to be the succeeding of the late Harappan culture. It is characterized by the painted grey ware culture and northern black polished ware. And this age corresponds, as it said already, corresponds to the transition of Janpadas to the Mahajanpadas, which are 16 in number. So the next last question is previous civil services question 2014 ka, and here the wetlands and confluence of rivers is given. First one Harike wetland, the Kiyoladu Ghana, and third one Kolleru lake. So Harike wetland, it is given confluence of Bias and Satluj. Second one Kiyoladu, confluence of Banas and Chambal. Third one Kolleru lake, confluence of Musi and Krishna. So we have to tell which one is correctly matched. So here only A is correctly matched. The Harike wetland is one of the largest wetland in northern India, near the Punjab region, and this Harike wetland is a man-made wetland. It is formed by the confluence of Bias and Satluj, and it is also a Ramsar site. So this first one is right. If you see the second one, the Kiyoladu Ghana National Park. So this is a man-made and man-managed wetland which is formed by inundation of Gambhira and Banganga rivers. So this Banas and Chambal is wrong. Okay. And third one, if you see Kolleru lake, the Kolleru lake is in Andhra Pradesh. The Kolleru lake is one of the largest freshwater lakes in India. Okay, and also it is a shallow freshwater lake. So that's why a lot of birds will come to this lake every year, and the bird festival is also being held yearly. And the Kolleru lake is located between the rivers of Krishna and Godavari. Okay, so the third one is also wrong, Musi and Krishna. So here one only is the correct answer. and here I've given the same information. You can just go through it. Now let's see the question of the day. In which state Virupaksha temple is located? Virupaksha temple, you have to tell about it. Okay? So tomorrow before the start of discussion, I'll discuss the answer. You just have to comment this answer in the comment box. So I'll see who will comment first. Okay? And guys, these are our initiatives. Vision PT 365 summary, Vision Prelims test series summary, Vision Mains test series, and Vision Monthly magazine. Okay, so these are our initiatives to make your preparation easy. You can just find the details of all of these initiatives in our Telegram channel, whose details are there in the description. So that's it, friends, for this lecture. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.